Licensing official says the city of Harahan paid more than $1 million to a construction company that may have broken state law.
Chief investigative reporter Steven Stock uncovers the state is now investigating whether the company used an alias instead of its real name when it billed taxpayers for infrastructure work.
Street paving and repairs, concrete, lighting, and electrical work, painting parking lots, building bathrooms and park ramps for people with disabilities, and installing fencing, gates, and flagpoles. Harahan city documents show an unlicensed company named Elite Industrial Repairs and Maintenance did all of that work between December of 2024 and this past June. According to financial records, Harahan paid 34 different invoices to Elite Industrial, totaling $540,000.
It raises concerns that need to be addressed.
Sean Beavers with the State Licensing Board for Contractors says that's a problem because Secretary of State records show Elite Industrial Repairs and Maintenance is not the real name of the company. Beavers says it's a trade or assumed name. Beavers describes a trade name as a DBA, which stands for Doing Business As. That's when a company operates under a different name for various business reasons. In this case, Elite Industrial Repairs and Maintenance is a trade name for the actual company behind the work, Toth Construction, LLC. While state records show Toth Construction does have a contractor's license, Elite Industrial does not.
It is illegal to use an assumed name to do business in construction.
Beavers serves as Deputy Executive Director for Enforcement at the Licensing Board. He points to Louisiana state law requiring companies to contract and perform work using the name as it appears on the current license or registration, meaning companies cannot use a trade name or a DBA to do any kind of contracting work, public or private. It must be done under the licensed parent company's name. Beaver says the law is meant to encourage transparency in all construction-related contracts so the public can see the true identity of the companies being paid. He says his office is now investigating Toth using the DBA Elite Industrial Repairs and Maintenance.
Whether Toth is licensed or not, using DBA is still prohibited, but for a licensed company to use a DBA, it is illegal as well.
Documents show Toth Construction also did work for the city of Harahan. Before Toth started doing business as Elite, Harahan records show Toth filed 27 different invoices for public work between August and December 2024, totaling more than $600,000. Then Beavers says Toth started contracting and billing Harahan under an assumed name, doing business as Elite Industrial Repairs and Maintenance, bringing in more than $540,000 of work. Combined, the city of Harahan paid Toth and its trade name company, Elite Industrial, more than $1.1 million.
It raises concerns that need to be addressed, and whether it's someone just mistakenly believing that a license is not required or mistakenly believing that doing business in an assumed name is okay.
After calling Toth Construction and getting no reply, we visited its offices on Hurst Street in Metairie. Is this Toth Construction?
It is.
I'm looking for Blake Boudreau.
She's not in the office today.
Ryan Vidal, whose Secretary of State records list as the company's registered agent and manager, said we have to talk to Blake Boudreau, the officer in charge of contracts, to get answers. And the state licensing and contract board says you're not allowed to be a contractor and have a DBA.
Right. We weren't. That's what I'm saying.
That's why I'm here, because I want to clarify that up with you.
So that's why I'll call Blake to see if he's available.
Yeah.
He's better apt to discuss that than I am.
Despite promises to return our messages, we never heard back from Toth management. And when we went back the next day, we were told no one was available to answer our questions.
No one's here today besides myself.
No one? Harahan Mayor Tim Baudier oversaw both Toth and Elite Industrial's contracts. We called and texted the mayor asking why he hired Elite Industrial and whether he knew Elite was unlicensed. We also asked Baudier if he knew Toth was doing business as Elite. Mayor Baudier never responded. State law also requires contractors have licenses for all projects that cost $50,000 or more. Remember, Toth has a license, but Elite does not. And the State Licensing Board for Contractors tells us Toth's license does not apply for work done under the name Elite Industrial. We found at least 3 invoices from Elite Industrial over that threshold. One for nearly $60,000 dated June 17th, another for more than $65,000 dated June 13th, and a third invoice for more than $58,000 dated June 6th.
I'm questioning what has gone wrong with the procurement policy in Harahan, where you have unlicensed contractors doing work. These are basic things that should be checked.
Fox 8 political analyst and attorney Mike Sherman specializes in public contract and bid law.
Louisiana has very technical laws about how to be properly licensed, and they don't allow for any variation. Either you comply or you don't.
Fox 8's reporting last month showed in 2024, Harahan also paid 44 different invoices to another unlicensed company, Galifaro Companies, LLC, based in Harahan. Records show the city paid more than $882,000 for various construction projects to Galifaro Companies, even though the company does not have a license. Sherman says these licensing issues involving Galifaro and Elite Industrial raise questions about how Harahan awards work and whether taxpayer money is being spent wisely.
Harahan needs to take a close look at what has gone wrong in their process, that unlicensed contractors are getting work.
A source says the Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors sent 2 letters to Toth Construction notifying the company of its investigation and setting hearing dates for Toth to appear in November and in January. As we first reported, the board is also investigating Galifaro Companies and has set a hearing for January in that case. Stephen Stock, Fox 8 Local First.